Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another night to discuss my favorite topic, your favorite topic. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the #1 show on YouTube for small cap stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Penny Stocks Live. Thank you for tuning in. People slowly coming into the chat room. I'm going to let people take their time coming in. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. The countdown to going back to America Investor Show, the American Investor Show. That begins now, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to, again, be back to that channel. By all means, I know we got a little bit of drama going around, people feeling certain kind of way about things. But look, ladies and gentlemen, I've said it over and over again. I'm playing the long ball with this. 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, everybody who's gone will be replaced. And we're going to have the kind of people around us who are going to move us into better spaces, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. This market just keeps going. This market keeps going. This, another day that the stock market just continues to go higher. Continues to go higher. Shout out to all the people coming in. Mr. JRH, Money Stay Woke, Q DeMayo, TJ the Great, Bose M, Jeff Graham, Ryan Gets It. What's up, Ryan? Bose M, Patrick Selico. What's up, babe? Hey, Patrick, I think it's been a minute, bro. Yes, indeed. Jeff Thayer, Felix Sapini, Winston Sawyer, rather. Joe, what's up, man? Cool Cats, Investors Hangout. I see you guys in here early. And Bullard, all the way from the Bahamas. Am I right? Yes, indeed. Is that Joe or David? I think that's David. What's up? I heard you guys shouted me out on the show tonight. Thank you. Or this morning. I appreciate you. Michael B, thank you. Yes, indeed. So let's go ahead and get started into it, folks. Let's get started into it. Overall, nothing but great things from all the people who watch the show about us getting back to that other channel and the direction of the show moving forward. I'm glad you guys are excited as much as I'm excited. I appreciate you all so much. Shout out to all the new pledges. Again, $5 a month is what I was asking for. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said here, when I get back to the American Investor Show, I promise you dedication like you've never seen before. You guys know I can go hard with this thing. And I promise you dedication like you've never seen before, because I'm reverse engineering all of this. I'm talking studio. I'm talking co-host. I'm talking graphics. I'm talking CEOs, presidents, other traders, live in the studio talking with you. You know what I'm saying? The sky's the limit. I know I got the ability. I know, you guys want that. And, we're going to put that together. All right? We're going to put that together. So I had to get rid of, the energy that wasn't going to get us there. And, as I keep saying, I'm playing long, man. And that's kind of one of those videos that I'm going to look back and it's going to be a defining moment for what this is. But we're going to bring respect to the small caps and the OTC side. And of course, we're going to always talk about the large caps and options and commodities, all that. I want to bring somebody in who can talk to us about bonds. I want to bring people in here who can give us even deeper, analysts or, what's the word for it? Deeper analysis, rather, that, than I can give you. I want to continue to push myself, and I need to bring the people in here who are going to push me to continue to be better, and not just post pictures of gains or post pictures of trends and stuff like that. I get that, but we're heading higher. Bigger things. 845, my first caller. I think this is Ken. What's up? Hey, Ken, call me back, bro. Damn. The thing rang like one time. But shout out to my Patreon people again. Shout out to the new Patreon. Renard Whitehead pledging $1 a month. I appreciate you, sir. Who else? Dion Van Harn, $5 a month. I appreciate you. I had some people come in last night as well. Captain Quack. I don't know what your name is, but you signed up as Captain Quack. Thank you so much. $5 a month. Chris Quack. I think that's your name. $5 a month. Appreciate you, sir. 845. Is this Ken?
It is Ken. I can't believe I tell you, BYOC first stock ticker last night, and you were not real sure. And look what happened today. It broke a 5-year resistance level at 1.5 cents, and it took down the chill pill.
It's so funny because I saw you tweet me this today. I was not sure about this, but man, this put up some stupid numbers today. Now, Ken, you got to give me an actual reason about what caused this. I mean, what brought in, almost, what was that? I think it was almost about $800,000 worth of volume. I'm not sure.
Yeah, huge volume.
Something like that. But I mean, what brought that in, man? It had to be something concrete.
There's news. Remember, I think I tweeted you about some news about a venture capital firm that's involved. There's a whole PowerPoint presentation that guy at Monster Money Mover on Twitter he presented. I don't know if I emailed you that or tweeted you that. And you can go through that whole presentation. It looks interesting.
Okay. So you think it's that presentation, but that came out like last week, though, didn't it?
Right. I know. I'm assuming because they took the stop sign off and the what do you call it? The chill pill that
yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that had a lot to do with it.
When did that come off? Right. It was about 1 or 2 this afternoon because I noticed at that time it was around 0.012, 0.013, and then just like that, within minutes, it said 0.018, 0.107. So, I mean, this is blue sky here, and we'll see. We have, certain people that I tweet with, and I know on HiHub, that they're pretty good. So we'll see. I think 3 cents short term. That's what I think. I think it did 3 cents. We'll see.
All right. Now, Ken, are you an Investors Hangout as well?
A little bit. I don't really go there much. I like the I don't have the app on the phone. It's easier during my workday. It's hard to to check it as much.
Okay. I get what you're saying. That's cool.
But I know you got to be careful with these people and stuff. Yeah. They'll say one thing and do another. But I mean,
because I mean, iHub is full of them, man, and that's what I was asking about Investors Hangout.
Oh yeah,
iHub is full of the scammers, bro. I mean,
I
remember, the real big-time promoting days, 2014, 2013, bro. iHub was, it was just, you couldn't trust anybody in there. Everybody had a dream, you know what I mean? So
it was right, especially with that marijuana rush from January to March of 2014. Yeah. I had taken $7,000, turned into $58,000 in that 3-month period. That was an amazing period. But you had to, like you always talk about taking profits, giving some off at each level, and don't fall in love with anything. And it's so true because look what happened there. Yeah, SEC came in and all that crap. Same thing with the Bitcoin stocks in the last couple of months.
Absolutely,
they've crashed.
Absolutely.
Can we also talk about NAC? Another caller called in about it. I have a position there. I mean, the talk is there's going to be some partnership, right? This month.
So it's really interesting here because one of my favorite callers, Anthony, called in about it yesterday. All right, so NAK, is this also the company that's now being talked about on CNN about?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So now, but here's the thing, though. With that mass media that's now exposed the situation that NAK has in Alaska, where they're trying to get this mine in a really environmentally sensitive area, a part of Alaska. I don't know if this is going to happen, man. I don't know. Because now we got the feds on it. You got senators and congressmen. You got the environmentalists on this now.
The government's against the governor of Alaska.
And they can shut shit down,
Right, it's risky. I mean, of course, there's risk, but if you look, the 834-day cross of the chart, you have the accumulation distribution, the CMF, everything's positive. I mean, you just don't risk a lot. I only have $500 in it, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We'll see. Good day on it, though. Up to 8%, though. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Oh, one more. The HMNY that you brought to my attention about Citron Research. Yeah. I bet you're going to do really well with them the next day.
Man, look, I really well. I don't know what you can do on $1,000. That's all I was able to get. There barely any shares available, and I figure the banks. I figure large money and institutional money is all short this. They know this is all retail. Hype and excitement that got this higher, and of course, smart money's always on the other side of dumb trading. So, yes, I mean, I tweeted out something at around 3:15. I knew I just had a feeling. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be the payoff of a lifetime for people who are in heavy. And HMNY delivering now after hours. I think we're in the 20s last time I looked. So I feel really sorry for anybody who's long because they're going to have a very ugly 9:30 open.
He was it in August, the GBTC, the Bitcoin one, at 1,000. He said shorted. It went down to 500 within 3-4 days. So that's good. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But anyway, I'm going to keep listening. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Ken.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Citron Research. I retweeted him as well. That guy moves markets, man. That guy moves markets. I'm going to post a video about his call on Shopify. He basically called Shopify a scam. He came out and called Shopify a scam, came out and said HMNY now, which had $1 billion valuation when he called it at around $36, $37. Matter of fact, let me show you let's see, I think the 10-minute will show you nice and clearly. All right, as you can see here, called it around, 36, about 36, 20, 36, 40, and basically sent that tweet out, and man, this thing came, it just literally collapsed. It collapsed. Obviously, a dip buy opportunity for people who could go in and make some cash on that quickly, but what it's doing after hours right now, boy, now that the word is spreading. Not good. Not good for people who are long HMNY. And, these are one of those plays where if you're lucky enough to get in early and then you're getting excited because the gains are building up day after day after day, the greed starts to set in. And, what could have been $32, $33, $38, the high, now you're looking to possibly sell in the mid-20s, low 20s, which could have been a bigger bag for you. But it is what it is, folks. I would get out of HMNY tomorrow in the AM if I were you. You might get a run on that, though, if we open up really low on that RSI. 251, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sarah. How you doing, man?
Hey, Ken. Anthony, excuse me. What's up, man?
Yeah, I was listening to Ken, what he was talking about, and what y'all was talking about NAK. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to realize NAK, Alaska already approved NAK to go in there and mine. Mm-hmm. The only thing that NAK has to do is do the studies, come up with the studies that the EPA want them to do. Once they come up with the studies and the EPA approval, mm-hmm. then it's going to be a go ahead. That's why I'm trying to let everybody know and people know that, hey, if you're going to get on board now before that stock goes up through the roof, and then here it is, you're going to be like, damn, I should have got in there, back when Anthony was talking about.
So, Anthony, you're not worried about all the attention now that's being brought on by, the media and, CNN and, now the environmentalists who are stepping in and saying, hey, you shouldn't be able to mine here. This shouldn't be allowed, blah, blah, blah.
Well, no, I'm not worried about it because, the thing that I was worried about at first, which they got that, because, they went through that lawsuit, and that was part of Donald Trump opening his big-ass mouth. Mm. So it would have been like that Martha Stewart. It was sort of like that Martha Stewart thing, but they can't really touch Donald Trump, but Donald Trump had mentioned it. If you go back, you can see what Donald Trump had mentioned it NAK about going in there and doing the mining. saying, he was saying like, yeah, the previous president, put all these restrictions on these companies and and I'm gonna lift these restrictions. Like NAK, he had actually mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the reason why they got the law. Some lawyer in New York or some came back on them about filing that class action lawsuit or whatever it was with NAK.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, like I said, when it comes down to the stuff that EPA want them to do, all they got to do is present their findings and their studies and the environmental impact that's going to be did in Alaska. Present that to the EPA. Once the EPA see it and go over it, review it, then NAK gonna get the go ahead. And when they get the go ahead, it's a done deal. Then at that point,
yeah.
Besides them, actually pulling the ore out the ground, out of the ground and stuff. Other than that, NAK is gonna roll. This stock here is gonna roll.
There it is, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Anthony.
It's just a matter of time. All right.
Yes, indeed, man. So Anthony now sounding very bullish about NAK. And Anthony, I got some calls, recorded on some previous shows. You were hoping this was coming to crash, man. This was going to crash and you can buy more. But maybe this is the beginning of the run that you need and that you've been, knowing this stock can do. So definitely much success to NAK all the way. A lot of people in the chat room talking about CLSN. Tell me about it now. Looking to break out here. 702, you're on the air. What's up? Hello? 702.
Good day. It's Pastor McLaughlin.
All right. You're lucky because I was going to play that other sound effect on you. Let me let you go. Let me just let you go quietly. We're off to a good start. Don't put me in the mood now. Sinclair, what's up, man? Yes, indeed. Shout out to all the people who came in here. Maurice Jones, Random Stock Run again. The best place for OTCs. Investors Hangout in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys. Kenneth Rosenberg, what's up, man? I see you in here. Unbiased Sports, Jason Kasler, appreciate you. As always, guys, my Discord room is available for you guys to join. Shout out to all the people who I know lurk in here, but those of you guys who have 10 years, 20 years, 5 years, 30 years of trading experience, I want you in my Discord room. I want you guys in my Discord room, even if you in other chat rooms. I want you to come in there, drop your analysis, drop tickers. You don't have to be in there 24/7. But I know the kind of experience you have in these markets. I know the kind of information you can give beginners and people like me to not have to, go through some of the pitfalls you've already been through. So go ahead and cut our learning curve and join my Discord room. I appreciate you. 206, Mr. Lloyd, what's up, man?
What's up, Sal? Good to see you back on the air, man.
Yes,
yes. I got tired of flipping through all those damn channels trying to find you, man. Shit, it took me like 30 minutes to try to figure out where the hell you at.
I'm live, man. I am live here, but I'll be back on the old channel next week.
Oh my gosh, man! You like you know how people don't pay their bill and got to change it. You got to find out what number they got every fucking week and shit. I'm like, damn, Sal, what's going on, brother?
Yes, indeed, man.
Yeah, man. How's it going? Everything's good?
Oh yes, everything's good. Looking up, bro. Looking up.
Yeah, man. I just wanted to let you know that I definitely shifted the way. I definitely went from swing to. As we moved on, man, I definitely changed my style of trading just because, you really have to move with the market. Yeah. But I can't figure this shit out no more. So I just became, basically, I call it, the batter. Like, how your mom used to make that pancake, or not pancake, that cake batter, you just get a little bit left.
Uh-huh.
Basically, that's all I'm doing right now, just grabbing the drippings, because I can't seem to get, like, the whole spoonful
Well, Mr. Lloyd, you're playing options. I know you're not necessarily the most patient man, so you don't like having it sit, but what are you doing right now that's not working that you think is not working? Or you say
well, here it is, man. but Priceline, here's a prime example. So I scalped Priceline when it went down to 1810. I scalped it from 20 to 35, and it ranged there. But I knew that Priceline was going to make it back to the 1900s. What pissed me off is that instead of buying the weekly options, I ended up buying like 2 weeks out. And I still couldn't catch that $100 move, man. And sure enough, when I decided to focus on my house and everything else, that bitch decides to move the fucking whole $100 that I've been waiting on for the longest. And I still can't fucking put $6,000 on one fucking option contract.
These are very, very expensive options, man. I mean, it's a $1,900 stock, so I mean, and the volatility is crazy.
And I don't mind putting, maybe $3,000 on it at the most, but when it comes to $6,000 for one contract and just watching your money fluctuate like that, I just can't stomach
it's scary,
that.
Bro. So, it's scary. I mean, options in itself, it's pretty scary, bro. I mean, when you're down 10% and you've got a $1,200 option and, it's down 25%, you're like, damn, I don't even lose that much in OTCs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely. So I definitely get your fear, man. I definitely get your fear.
But at the end of the day, man, I wanted to give a shout out to that guy who called about NAK. I mean, hell, that was a play that we used to talk about when you first started the show, and it just amazes me that, we talked about it, never did anything, but look how long it took for it to actually do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, so. It's just anyways, man, I ain't gonna sit there and preach on, man. But I just wanted to say I can't wait to get the channel back on, man, so I can quit freaking flipping channels with you and stuff. So
indeed, man.
Other than that, man, I'm gonna show you some pictures of the Airbnb, man. I'm still trying to get this damn thing running, so it should be soon. But I definitely,
man, get that money. You got a prime location, so I know you're gonna stay busy, bro. So again, congrats on that, and I know once it gets done, you'll stay booked.
Yeah, cool, man. We'll definitely hit up later. Good trading, everybody, and have a good one, Sal.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, Mr. Lloyd, as always. Thank you so much already, Ken, Mr. Lloyd, and Anthony. Appreciate you guys for calling. Let's get to the chat room now, see what you guys are talking about. Let's pull up some charts here. Kenny Dutton said he went in more on FPVD. Yeah, just to update real quick on FPVD. A slight down day today. What was it? I think down 1% today. Like I said, got a couple $100. Let it sit there, 60, 90. We'll come back to this. We know how OTCs work. The stock was down 1.16% today. Not sweating it. It's an OTC. Got a couple $100 in it, not much. All right, just let it do its thing. What else is CLSN? Okay, I didn't really talk too much on that. Is anybody in this stock? Obviously, man, this is some beautiful candlesticks right here in CLSN. Up 26% today. This is really, really nice. This is really, really nice. Here's your, you didn't really get an entry candlestick here, but I mean, I would say yesterday's move is definitely could be looked at as an entry. Although there was some hesitation with the candlestick higher, but the fact that there was just so much confidence from the bottom and very little of a shadow at the bottom. Tells you this is definitely something that was going higher. But, are we going to break out tomorrow? You let me know if anybody's in that stock. Bose M, you said you're in at 540, 541. All right, you're sitting in gain. So can you get on top there? What was, what's moving the stock here? Celsius Corporation announces gross proceeds. Okay, so it looks like they did some financing. All right, so okay, the immunotherapy candidate for ovarian cancer. Okay, all right, that was back on the 4th. That actually came out this day for whatever reason. Unless I'm reading an article that, I believe it probably came out here on the 3rd, but I'm reading an article that came out on the 4th. Yes, indeed. Ryan gets it. OCSY. Let's take a look at it. OCSY. OTC play. All right. So this is a 000. That looks like you've been sitting on this for a while. I mean, obviously, this is probably a great time for you to cash out, man. If you were in it at 0001, 0002, again, if you were able to get out of this thing, Don't know what the volume was. I'm not getting a number on that. What's going on, Kyle Patterson? Cool Cats. Yes, indeed. Let me get some tickers from you guys. BVTK is still doing pretty good, huh? Let's spread it back a little bit. All right, BVTK, yeah, BVTK actually still holding up pretty well. 0061. Another stock that came all the way back from the triples. If you go back to the beginning of summer, BVTK 0004, 0005. Now at 0061. Boy, wouldn't you want to be one of those longs in BVTK? But again, this is how OTC works. Grab a little and then let it do its thing. Let me see here, because I'm curious myself. What percentage gain is that? I want to see myself. Let's see what percentage gain is that. Let me do some quick math here on my end. Curious. 0005. Let's say you were really bold. You held it till shit. Let's see, 0061. All right, 0061. 0005. Damn, 1100% gain. An 1100% gain from May till July. So in about 64 days, you gained 1100% on your money. I'm not even going to do the math on what $200 with an 1100% gain looks like. You guys do the math and let me know on that. Shout out to BBTK and those investors. Okay, so an 8K came out on that. Wow, not bad. Not bad, Jason. I see you on that one. 0026 for 730,000 shares. What's going on, Bats? Okay. Texas Prayer Warrior, how are you, ma'am? INFI. Let's take a look at it. I'm looking at it myself here. Nice move. Finally in my range. I was really interested in the stock, as a short. This was back in June, as I thought, we'd probably get an opportunity to maybe bounce off of this, but in fact ended up crashing through support and going a lot lower. Now we're back in territory. Looks like with today's move, buyers have committed to go back to a previous support, or at least a previous close on the stock. Let's see if, again, we stay on top of that, and can we get to 177 and possibly go back out. I mean, this is a beautiful, almost a cup formation, not necessarily the prettiest looking, but nice play on that for it to get back to here. How long did that take? So started back in August 30th. At 95 cents, now at 167. How could you have seen this? Could we have looked at it on the weekly? Okay, so yeah, the weekly definitely. Ooh, there it is on the weekly, where you have that bullish confirmation right here on the weekly back in August. So that was your entry right here. Had a pullback 1 week, but other than that, got back to its winning ways. And yeah, you see it on the weekly. Nice play, INFI. Not bad here. So you're in positive territory now. So let's see if it can stay up there. That's what it needs to do. Not bad on INFI. You put in another ticker as well, ZSAN. All right, ZSAN. Let's get back into the daily. All right, so ZSAN. Not sure what happened here. Earnings necessarily weren't the best because we saw really no movement on that earnings release. Last 2 days have been really good on ZSAN. You're going to have to update me on that. I'm seeing a couple news here on a new board of director, some patent application updates. Nice move. Jason is up 135% on BVTK. Wow. That's how you play it, man. That's how you play it. Bad Scientist, he's saying Ardx is smoking after hours. Why is it smoking after hours, sir? Ardx up more than 60% after positive test results. Why do they always do that? Why? This is really interesting, that positive test results coming after hours. I don't think I've seen that before. I don't think I have ever seen Positive test results released after hours. That's new. I mean, we see them in the morning, right? We see them in the morning, but this is really interesting to have this drop after hours. So I'm curious as to why they did that. But hey, I mean, it is what it is. It got a lot of people excited about Ardx in the morning, including Bat Scientists in the chat room. Yeah, shout out to Ken, because Ken was talking about BVTK too for a while. He was all over that. Pulled back a little bit and he got disinterested in it, but BVTK, nice run. Nice run. Money bags. I saw you put up MTBC. Former runner not too long ago. It did a couple things. We talked about it here on the show. Now back to its winning ways. Again, a stock that doesn't hold gains very well, but looks more steady than it usually has been. Let me get rid of those lines. Looks a lot more steady than it has been in quite a while. Let me remove those drawings. There we go. So looking a lot more steady as it's been. MTBC discusses achievement of financial milestones. Pull up that article and take a look at it yourself. Medical Transcription Billing Corporation. All right. We had a split today in Ifon. Another stock we discussed here on the show a couple weeks ago. A stock that has a lot of spikeability to it. The stock did reverse split today. They're back on the exchange, now at a higher price. That delist risk is now gone. If you remember, they were trading as low as, I want to say it was like 43 cents or so. Was it 43 cents about, where they took off at? So now Ifon back now $1.98. $1.98. It looks like you did have, of course, some short sellers come in that stock. So I won't be surprised if IFON tomorrow, because we know reverse splits don't necessarily change the underlying fundamentals of what's going on in the company and what people think about it. So you guys know how that works. Mr. Hugbu, Casi Pharmaceuticals, up 47% today on a pipeline development update, which is I see here from September the 7th. Boy, where did that volume come from, man? Because I don't see any news for the volume. But I want to give you that old school Counter-Strike perfect, man.
Perfect.
Oh, that's the Street Fighter one. Let me give you the count. No, I want to give you that Quake 3 one. There we go.
Perfect.
Yeah. Beautiful move. If you were in it. Up 47%. But, man, you left a lot of people. Look at that. You got orders here at 483, 484. Good Lord. Can you imagine being a guy who's stuck up there? Look at that. Here's the 5-minute today on CASI. Oh, man, you got completely shitted on. Can you imagine? Because there's got to be a guy on sitting on those 480s, 460s, 470s. I usually would say we're never coming back to you, but obviously we just pulled up CLSN. We talked about HMNY. I'm not making any predictions, because he looks like a loser now, and tomorrow he's sitting on 20% gains, David, you said you used to play Unreal. Yeah. I got the Unreal sound effects. I got so many sound effects for the new show. Especially when I destroy MGTI.
Ultra kill.
Yeah, I can't wait. MGTI. Shout out to everybody who's joining me in MGTI. Today was one of our biggest gains for the shorters, down 6%. I brought them on my old channel, and I told you guys this is going to be it's going to be a big winner. I'm telling you right now, it's going all the way back to one. This is not a $100 million company. All right, you do not get a $100 million valuation with $300,000 in cash. Okay, that's got to be corrected. That's got to be corrected. All right. This possibly is a 20-day hold, 30-day hold. I don't give a damn. I know where this is going. Bitcoin 5,000 right now. 5,000 for Bitcoin, and this isn't doing shit. But all the longs are stressing this is a Bitcoin stock. We got massive diversion here. So something's not going right. That means MGTI is a short sell. You better get the shares while you can get them in the twos, folks. While you can get them in the twos. And you longs, I know you got some people in here. You're not saying it, but I know you're long. You better sell while you can because you're not going to be holding on to two very much longer. Yes, indeed. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Where are the tickers for me? What are you guys looking at? Another one. Let's go back to some ETFs. Let's go back to some ETFs. IWM. IWM still pretty overextended, man. I shout out to Connor. He's got the 146 puts. He's got the 146 strike price October 27th. October 27th. 146. I don't know about 146. I'd go in the money on this one. I'd go with, in the money, put 149. Maybe, get it out to November. All right. Because this market is just, it's not doing what you think it's going to do. If it doesn't make it happen within the next, week and a half, then you can at least sell it and not lose too much on it. But I don't know. 146 is pretty drastic. I'd go in the money on this one. But Connor's, he's a killer, so it is what it is. QSIM, Quantum Sphere Semiconductors. Now, yeah, this is a stock we've talked about here on the show, and I never was able to really make much sense of this company because last time I did some research, I found out they don't actually produce semiconductors. They're like a business that outsources it. So if you need like something produced, electronic circuits produced, you go to them and then they kind of get the work done. Because I always wondered an OTC semiconductor play, like what? I don't get how that works. How does that work? OTC semiconductor play? Doesn't even make sense. But that's QSIM for you. But look, up 11% today. We're all about buying low and selling high. This could look like an entry for somebody. Let's look at the weekly. All right. Really depressed. Okay, yeah. Now we got the weekly up. All right. Obviously, I would have loved to be, before whatever this was back here in September, beginning of September. You got a little bit of downside risk here, which is the 0004. But the weekly shows you got some upside here. On the weekly. Yes, indeed. So let's go back to. All right, Ronald Anderson, appreciate you, man. CAPR. Ronald Anderson said, challenging 10 people to support me at $20 a month. Hey, we don't. I appreciate you, Ronald, but let's not kill people. I know we got some people here who, don't want to name any names, but, on that EBT, on that, you know what I'm saying? On that WIC, on that, Section 8, doing what they can. And I appreciate you. But for the ballers out there, take Ronald up on his offer. CAPR, 262, up 6.5%. Up 6.5%. CAPR, we talked about this. I see here we talked about this last week. So far, hasn't had the best October, but you're back, to winning now in CAPR. I think this is the first green day since the second. First green day since the second. You had green days, right? But you just didn't close green, as you can see. You didn't close green. All right, so you had days where you rallied, but you just couldn't find the commitment there. So CAPR, if we put, let's go to the 30-minute and see what this looks like. All right, so the 30-minute, the 30-minute is even showing some weakness, And as we just said, you had green days, right? You just couldn't really hold them. And the green started in the morning, but you couldn't hold it. No commitment from longs. Nobody wants those higher price shares, and it's coming down. And, yeah, not looking so good. Not looking so good here on this 30-minute chart. But look, if you believe in it, though, right? If you believe in it, let's see what's the next candlestick here on the 30-minute. What this next candlestick could be. Can you get back to the 280s? You're at 262 right now. Again, look into the company, see what you want. See what you want. STM is your play. Yeah, STM is definitely a long. STM has been, a stock we used to talk about here all the time. I think the pullback here back in September scared a lot of people, though. But that was across the board. If you pull up the Qs, STM and the Qs move very, very, basically the same. Basically the same. If you pull up STM, you pull up the Qs. STM, not an option. Not very liquid in the options. I don't even actually know if they have options. Last I looked, I don't remember. I think they did, but they were pretty illiquid. Yeah, they do have options, but yeah, pretty illiquid. I'm not seeing too much movement on them. Yeah, not too much liquidity on those options. But again, it was a really great pickup, at the beginning of the year on STM. Let me get out of the 30 minutes. Let's get back into the daily charts. She'll show you guys this incredible chart. Look at that. An incredible chart. Absolutely incredible chart, STM. Just throw your whole damn account in it. All right? Broke out higher. You would have called it a Trump stock. It was coming before Trump, but here's Trump's inauguration right here, and beautiful chart. Got to pull back here, but in hindsight now, that looks like a beautiful entry, and you've up $6 since that pullback in July. All right, not bad.
You win.
Yeah. HI Hair IPO, Restoration Robotics, ticker AIR, is trading for a cent. I don't know anything about this. Why is it trading for only a penny a share? And it's been at these levels for a while. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. HAIR. Interesting. Interesting. PSTI. Jeff the Marine there. Up 15%. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here as well. Up 15% today. You're hot on that RSI, but who cares now? Who cares? And by the way, I ordered that Make Shorts Great Again hat. I posted that on Twitter, and I said, hey, I ordered that, so you're going to see me rocking that. I love rocking hats on my show. So you're going to see that Make Shorts Great Again hat. Make Shorts Great Again. Can't wait to rock that. PSTI going higher, man. Nice move. Yeah, so is that ticker something else then? Because I pulled up here, and that's what pulled up. Yeah, Joe, STM is legit, bro. STM is legit. I just pulled it up. And if I go back to it, let me see that PE. Yeah, that PE is in line with the segment. You're trading about 40 times earnings. Obviously, you would have loved to get it at $7, $8, $10. I mean, that PE must have been stupid low at the time. But I'm not sure what the books look like, though. Not sure what the books look like, because we're in a time now where even the companies that aren't profitable are up. So that aren't profitable are up. CARG Car Guru. Yeah, Car Guru IPO is tomorrow. Thank you, Money Stay Woke, for that. But how popular is Car Guru? Car Guru isn't exactly, as popular. I mean, it's not as popular as Auto Trader or anything like that. CARG is the ticker. Is it up yet? Yeah, it's not up yet. It's just a blank screen. But yes, this stock IPO is tomorrow. CARG. It's not a Roku, right? We had somebody in the stock and was so excited about Roku, and Roku still hanging up there, but trying to figure it out. ROKU Roku. Can it be a Roku? Can it be a Roku? We saw what Roku did on its first day. You're gonna have to let me know what the popularity of car gurus is. Okay, it's been a minute since I've searched for a car, so I'm not sure what the hot stocks are, but hot sites are. But I know Auto Trader, is usually my go-to, or what's the one where you get to see the prices that everybody paid for a car? TrueCar. That's a site and an app that needs to go public, boy. I love TrueCar. Man, I love TrueCar. You can't get bullshit, on TrueCar. I mean, you see it and it's like, oh wow, that is a really good deal. That is a really good deal. I like TrueCar. NURO. Neurometrics. And speaking of cars, man, shout out to the people who are looking to buy a car this coming holiday season. But be very careful, because I'm telling you, some of those Hurricane Harvey cars, they're going to be hitting our local lots here anytime soon. Because, they like it when people kind of forget about it a little bit. And, they're getting in somebody's garage right now, getting sauced up and, engines replaced with this and that. Them Hurricane Harvey cars are going to be hitting them lots real soon. All you guys getting the tax checks, and people who get tax checks, first thing they want to do is go out and buy a car, and they go buy the worst cars ever, signing them horrible 5-year, contracts. That's just horrible, man. When you're in a for 5 years, man, 24 months, and I'm already like, man, I need something different. Let me see here. WPCS 8K. What's going on with Neuro, though? Huge move on that one. Obviously, I wouldn't get in on that 26% move. Just be kicking somebody's profits here. That's a horrible entry. So, look for the pullback if you're interested in it. But, man, again, here's another stock oversold. Again, these things you got to look for them when they're all beat up and nobody wants them. I bring stocks up like that all the time. Nobody wants it. Nobody's interested in it. And everybody wants to jump on it after it's running up. I'm learning that's not how you make money. How many people in here would have loved to be in HMNY, when it was doing this? You know what I'm saying? Shit. I'll tell you right now, of course, you wouldn't have had your whole account in it because you can't see the future. But damn. All right. Let's see, SRNE. Let's take a look at it. SRNE. Okay. SRNE putting up gains, man. SRNE putting up gains. We saw this again yesterday. Large shadow at the top. Still today, buyers didn't care. Up 48%. Buyers didn't care. Buyers did not care. I'll give it to you. SRNE. I'll give it to you. WIN, Win. Windstream Holdings. Here's the thing about Windstream. Windstream can be, because I looked into this stock, and for a while, you might pull up articles on this, but Charter Communications was interested in buying Windstream. I don't know where that talk is now. You can Google that. I don't know where that talk is now, but similar kind of businesses, right? Windstream, I don't know if they're a cable operator, but they're one of the few companies that's in some of these localities that, a lot of these these larger companies with these larger footprints just aren't interested, or for whatever reason, because of competition or whatnot, rules, they're just not in. Windstream does look beat up. I like the way that RSI is moving a little bit higher here. Here's the daily. I think you might want to look at it on a weekly when it's so beat up like this. Let's see on the weekly. Okay, there it is. Let me get rid of that. I know we put that because we're looking for get rid of the drawing rooms. And looking good on the weekly. But as you see here, you've been fooled before, right? You've been fooled before, a couple times here. You've been fooled before. Look at this. All right, but I guess that's the risk you take, right? Look at this. This is, going downstairs here. WIN on the weekly at 206. I mean, are you at bottom? I think that's a question you got to ask yourself. Here, pull the chart back, man. Very bearish. Oh, my God. Very, very bearish. All right, we're in one of the best bull markets of our lives, and this stock is losing its ass. Man. KTOV. Who's that? Michael B. KTOV. Oh, let me see. Not wrong symbol. KTOV. NASDAQ. Again, let's go to run the weekly. So it looks like there it is. Nice move up 55%. Another biotech with cancer. These biotechs, I guess, all you got to do is just be everybody's trying to solve cancer. Because everybody knows if you figure it out, your kids will eat. You figure that out, your DNA for eternity is set. You're gonna have a lineage that gets that ticket to go live on Mars. You know what I mean? They're gonna be able to afford that ticket. KOTV up 55% on the news. Again, another oncology therapeutic candidate for what type of cancer? Looks like overcoming tumors. All right, looks like it's a drug that helps overcoming tumor cancer drug resistance. Company's based out of Israel. All right. I'm loving it. I'm loving the market. I'm not complaining. I'm not fighting it anymore. Of course, I still got my puts out there. If this goes to shit, I'm going to get rich. I'm going to get rich if this goes to shit. I've told you I'm in the VIX. I got some gold, the 2019 gold options, January 2019 GLD, I think it's 20. I'd have to pull it up. They're going for like 89 cents right now. Hold on. January 18th. Yeah, January 18th GLD. What's going for? There we go. What was going for 85 cents? Oh, they're 94 cents now. Okay. The 185s, that's for 2019. 2019. Going for 94 cents now. Well, anyway, let's get back to this. SPEX up 6%. Up 6%. SPEX. We all remember, this is that one stock that went to like $100 or something like that way back when. This thing went to like $100. Those of you guys who remember SPEX from way back when. Also back in the beginning of summer here, early July, did a little run there too. So a lot of spikeability in that play. Everybody click like. I appreciate you in the chat room. Click like. And as always, If you've got a Discord room, add mine to your list. Join me in a Discord room. You don't have to be in there 24/7, but I want you signed up. Check up on us. Drop tickers. Drop analysis. Sign up now. SPEX. Subscribe if this is your first time here. Life? What's this? Is a ticker? The company called Life? Atria Pharma? Boy. God, why do you guys keep bringing me this shit after it's all... God, man. Y'all don't even be giving me the opportunity to make money on this shit. Damn. Look at that, man. My beautiful moving averages. Again, shout out to the people who emailed me about that best moving averages or money making moving. I keep forgetting the name of the damn book. But I sent you guys the email. The PDF for free. LIFE. I think it's like 50 moving averages you can use or some crap. $6.30. God, man, look at that, man. Made 100% on your money in 34 days. Right? About 34 days? Shit, man. I'm over here sleeping on these gains, man. Hook a brother up. I'll give it to you, man.
You win.
Yeah. Nice move on that one, though. Up 11% with today's move. I guess wait for a pullback, as you can see here, man. Pullbacks are pretty healthy in the stock. Wait for the pullback, get in, and I guess you'll be winning and sitting on some gains too. As you can see here, every pullback was pretty healthy. Every pullback was pretty healthy after it. LIFE is the ticker. You know? Let's look at it a little bit. Let's look at the 1 week. Oh, okay. Here's the weekly on LIFE. Okay. You still get my ass in here late as hell, though. Shit. Here's your entry right here. I mean, breaking the moving average. Where are we on the 100? I'm just curious. Okay, wow, he broke the 100. Okay, where are we at the 200? Can I get the 200? Okay, so yeah, the 200's way up there. All right, so but the 100. All right, so we broke the 100. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, man. Damn. Okay. I see it now, bro. I see it now. Yeah, but let me know what's changed. Obviously, something's changed to the bottom line. Something's changed to the bottom line. Better late than never, though, right? OCSY. Who's bringing that up? D-Rock81. Yeah, who else brought up OCSY? Ryan Gets It brought it up. So I guess you and Ryan Gets It are all over this. We pulled this up today. Let us know if it's going to continue. That's what we need to know. Joe Silver, OPGN. Very familiar with OPGN, Obgen. OPGN. OPGN, man, let us know what, we've been under $1 here for some time, right? We've been under here for $1 since April, so I think we've got to have some delist notices in here pending somewhere, either incoming or already listed. I'm not seeing it here on TradingView, but that's got to be incoming, folks, on OPGN. But at the same time, Joe, I love what you're seeing here, because I see what you're seeing, man. I'm looking at the weekly here too. Let's pull up the weekly. Beautiful looking chart here on the weekly. You're actually coming from lower prices, 25 cents back in August. All right, 25 cents back in August. Beautiful spinning top, very next candlestick. Could have got in there. And now sitting up higher. Here's the pullback. All right. Not bad. Playing with that, 30-day moving average. It's the 30, right? Oh, 15, excuse me. 15s. Right, yeah, the 15. Obviously, we're bearish. All right. it's negative, the lower moving average will be at the bottom. Nice, bat, not bad. Not bad. All right. ASTI, OTC play on ASTI, if I'm not correct. Yes, it is. Ascent Solar. Here's the thing on Ascent Solar. It's supposedly also a military play, right? Because I remember ASTI being in the same conversation with DTII, kind of like one of those military type stocks. Aren't they in the same conversation? ASTI, OTC play. Again, man, you got to get into these OTCs when nobody cares. When nobody cares. But, again, you got to watch the flow, too, because sometimes they'll be, shitting on you and reverse splitting on your ass and shit. So that's always a risk. That's why you don't put too much in these things. You don't put too much in these things. You allow the power of compounding to grow them. All right? I've told you guys about, guys who, man, I got $5,000 in a stock. $5,000? In an OTC? And then you're mad because you can't get it out? That's just pure greed, man. That's just pure greed. Appreciate your bats. Let me see here. See, if you're in a position, and I'm sure all of you guys have learned this, but if you're in a position and you're worried about it, and it's on your mind all the time, and you're checking that chart every 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you're in too big. You're in too big. I learned that lesson a long time ago. I told you guys when I had that show, when I almost cried, I literally was about to cry on the air because I lost like $1,500 that day playing puts on, what was that? I think I was playing puts on the SPY. Yeah, playing puts on the SPY. And this is like March of this year. Playing puts on the, oh my God. If oh my God, I could just slap myself thinking. CATB, nice move. CATB, nice move. We talked about this selling off yesterday, and it now we got the bullish engulfing, as you can see here, that bullish candlestick, engulfs the previous bearish candle. And so you should, according to what technical analysis says, see another green day in CATB. But again, don't take my word for it. I'll respond to the price action tomorrow. All right, but that's a very strong signal after several days of selling in CATB. That's strong commitment there, up 13%. Up 13%. Nice move. Said life looks like CATB. Let's pull up the weekly in CATB. Are you seeing? All right, so a similar move, very bearish, right? But life had, life didn't have that much volatility to it. As you see, this stock had some times where they had some situations where, guys wanted to go long. Obviously, it was bull trapping for months. Look at that. I mean, these guys got slaughtered all the way down, just getting annihilated. And again, that's why setting just a moving average will keep you out of this these disasters. And it works good for guys going long or short, because as you can see here for the shorters, this was just, more of what you needed to know, okay, I'm going short on this because it's going to give it all back. It's going to give it all back. But I love that weekly move into where we are now. Look at that, man. That's beautiful. Week after week after week. These are weekly charts, so you can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is the beginning. This is where we are right now. So 7 weeks. 7 weeks of positive momentum in CATB, coming from the lows there at 122, now at 256. 256. All right, but as you can see here, you're at 69 on the RSI, so if you're looking to go into CATB, wait for a pullback. See if you can get it cheaper, man. See if you can get it cheaper. All right. What's up, Bill Betts? Bill Betts talking about Windstream. Okay. Then you should, Bill, I mean, it takes nothing to email somebody in the company and say, hey, I'd love to talk to you. You know, you guys who live in towns where you have publicly traded companies in your backyard and you drive by them and, man, look, especially if they're penny stocks, dude, call somebody up and like, hey, I want to come, you know, I'm interested in being a shareholder, or I am a shareholder. I'd love to come take a look. These companies like, hell yeah, come on down. You know, you have a stake in the business. You have a stake in the earnings of the business. That's what being a shareholder is. 919, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal, it's Bat Scientist. How are you, sir?
Doing good, Bats. What's up, bro?
Nothing much. Yeah, just wanted to echo what everyone's saying. Wonderful show. We've appreciated everything you've done. Yes. And we'll always be patrons for life. So we totally appreciate you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much.
Sure. So let me give you guys maybe four penny stocks or OTC stocks. Two expensive ones, okay. So above $1, and then the regular.
He said above $1. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
Yeah. These OTC stocks are above $1. So the first one had a good second day. Yesterday it was up as well, and that's ABWN.
ABWN, Airborne Wireless Network. Airborne Wireless Network. Let me get my moving averages out there so you guys can really. Airborne Wireless Network. What do you like about it? Looks like it's turning around here. This is the daily chart. Very bearish candlesticks going into October, but looks like the move is going higher now. Why the sudden change of direction here from oversold level?
Not sure if there's news, but I mean, I just like the chart. We're starting with a low RSI hammer that was day before yesterday, and then increasing volume. You can see from the day before yesterday, today, volume increasing. This one I just love the pattern on this one. So I don't know what the news is, but it could be one of those like expensive stocks, like the second pick I have, which is Lbuy, LBUY.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because I saw somebody bring this up last week, Monday, that Monday show I did. It wasn't looking so good last week. So obviously today, you know, it looks like we had, at least for today, a halt in the selling. This is now oversold, 28 on the RSI right now. Tell me what you see in the future, possibly in Lbuy.
I mean, this one has a very predictable pattern. You notice, like, way back, when was that? Way back in, like, July. Mm-hmm. It has a very slow, kind of boring, methodical, systematic increase where it just goes up ever so slightly on the daily chart. Mm. So looking at this bullish harami that we see here, you know, it was up only 10%. 10%'s not bad for a $1.41 stock. What we expect to see, obviously, going into tomorrow is establishing new highs between 150 and 160. Okay. But this is the kind of stock that you get into, and like you were saying in your show yesterday, you need to hold on to it for at least a month or 2 months for it to get to the top, which is near $3.
Yeah, this is one of those OTC stocks that you're not necessarily going to see ever in the pennies or in the triples. This is one that keeps the share structure very, very simple and almost like a company that really should be trading on the NASDAQ. So nice move on those two tickers.
Yeah, and then the regular ones, let's go to, this is a 6-cent one, but that's also fine. Sing. Sing seems to be having, it's all very, very slight, but I think it's back up on its way. Today's day one. It was up 9.22%, but this is a favorite stock that OTC traders love to trade. And of course, it's been down, in RSI 44. Today, it had a sliver of a better volume today, at 5.8 million.
Yeah.
I can see this one going up. We just need to wait for confirmation tomorrow, but it looks like it's back on its way up. You can see the RSI curling up. And then finally, PFWI, same kind of scenario where the volume was up today. Ever so slightly, it's gone up, but once again, wait for confirmation for tomorrow. And then, so those were my 4 picks. And then the Hail Mary, I'm going to throw that at Giggle. Giggle looks like...
Oh, we haven't heard of Giggle in a long time. Gigl. The restaurant out of Las Vegas. Oh, no, out of Los Angeles, excuse me. Shitted on a lot of people at 12 cents, 20 cents. I mean, you had a lot of people who thought, Jillian Michaels and all the hype around Giggles and Hugs, including myself, was going to, send this stock higher. Instead, what you had is basically capitulation on the stock. What makes you think this is an opportunity now to go in at 2 cents a share?
It just looks like it's bouncing back. If you look at, I've got the MACD up, and normally for these early, like low RSI early plays, what you want to see is the MACD histogram change from red to green. And so a lot of these early movers will have a red to green change. You'll see an improvement in the RSI. Once again, if the second day looks good, I think we're good to go.
Okay.
And you see yesterday's volume was at, 583,000. Today was at 1 million and some change. So we want to see, day-to-day volume increasing, putting in higher highs and higher lows.
Yeah, very low risk too. As very low risk entry at these levels too. It looks like you've got a few days of support as proof. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on this though. I like the entry though on the weekly as well.
Yep, absolutely. And that's all I have for you, Sal. Keep up the good work. People donate, please. Love the video. I think we all needed that for a wake up, and it was good. I was really moved by it. So let's go. Ronald said $20 a month. Let's do it, everyone.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sal.
Appreciate it. Yes. For those people who weren't at the beginning, again, thank you so much, Bats, for everything as you do here. See some people in the chat. We're really excited about having you back on. Bats is an actual scientist, by the way. We're not calling him Bat Scientist just because that's his name. He's actually a scientist who works in a laboratory doing really complicated math that I don't know how to do. So, he was alluding to the fact that, we're making some really great changes here on the show. I'm excited to go back to the American Investor Show channel. And look, as I started off the show, I want to reiterate now, I got 95 people in here. If you can, go ahead and pledge $5 a month to my Patreon, because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking at the future of what this show could possibly be. I'm thinking studio. I'm thinking a co-host. I'm thinking, real graphics and a whole bunch of other things that we can really do to up the ante with what we bring here. Because look, broadcast television is dead. I know I got the talent to do it. I just need the finances to do it. And I would appreciate your support in helping me get to that level, because it's only going to be a beautiful thing, to be able to bring that kind of energy and have, CEOs and all these kind of other people and traders actually in here talking to us and bringing that deep analysis and knowledge every night like we do. Because I'd love to go 5 days a week. I'm already going 4 days a week, but I would love to go 5 days a week if I can. But getting to that level where then I could possibly be, looking at sponsorships and a bunch of other things, that would be awesome. And we're still going to talk OTCs, and we're still going to talk penny stocks. Crappy 000 stocks, crappy 00 stocks, 10-cent stocks. No other show is doing it. And for 6 cents an hour, $5 a month, you can help bring that to a reality. So appreciate you guys. All right. Press that like button. Let's go back to the tickers. CRMD, Core Medics. This was a winner in the past here. Let me pull the chart back. There it is. Yeah, there it is. I thought we talked about it at the beginning of the year. What happened to Core Medics, though, man? I mean, we're seeing the gap downs. Finally covering the gap. This is nice. Finally covering the gap. You know, they say in technical analysis that eventually gaps have to be covered, either in the immediate future or in the distant future. If you read books on technical analysis, again, look that video that I put up on my the other channel about having that audio thing read to you. Read these books, guys. Those books on the stock market. Read those books. The knowledge is in those books, man. Seriously, like we regurgitate a lot of the things that are common knowledge, but the really complicated things, right? They're in those books. Not every book on technical analysis is the same, or on trading is the same. Every guy's got their really, their own kind of view on things. But there are little things here and there that you can take away from that you won't hear anywhere else. But again, going back to this chart, as I said, covering the gap here in CRMD, your high here is 103. 103 is what you're looking at here. You're at 75 cents. You're a little, I wouldn't say you're too hot, but, look, you can do it. We're in a bull market. What is this, a pharmacy play? Core Medics, CRMD. What's the latest news? I hate the fact that it's in the Amex, though. The Amex has got shitty volume, but this stock is doing well. Amex is known for kind of shitty. Oh, but what is it called now? I think it's like the Next Market or some crap. But so far, doing really well. It's got decent volume. Put up 6 million today. 6 million in volume today. So coming through that gap. So take the risk if you want to. Wait for a red candle, or wait for a red candle. But looks healthy. If you got a different opinion, you know what the caller line is: 305-600-2896. You know what the caller line is. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up, guys, some tickers that we haven't got to. Is anybody playing the return of gold? Is anybody playing the return of gold right now? I'm looking at gold on the hourly. All right. I know a lot of us missed the move in oil coming back above 50. Many of you guys missed that move. Here we have gold on the hourly, right? On the hourly. You guys know I kind of like these higher time frames because it gets the bullshit out that you see a lot on the minute and the 2 minute. But here we have gold, very bearish coming into the week, end of September. And boom, seems like on the 3rd, at the beginning of this week, or beginning of last week rather, this week, yeah, I'm right, this week, on the 6th, we had this beautiful bullish candlestick. I mean, this is your entry right here. And this wow. And here you are now coming from 120. Now you're at 122.79. Looking to possibly break out. I don't like, well, actually, it's not too bad because it held it pretty well. These last couple hours, 2 hours, hour and a half or so. But yeah, we're back. But here's GLD. Anybody got some GLD in here? No? Somebody said gold is the next move. I told you guys I already got the 2019 calls, but that's when, again, we get the whole thing comes falling apart. I'm protecting myself from that. 905, you're on the air. What's up?
Sal?
Hey, what's up?
This is Gurvinder from Canada.
Hey, how are you?
I was just watching you. I am all right. I was away. I went to India. I just come back. I was just watching you on the internet. This stock trade, can you do it from Canada?
What exactly do you want to do from Canada?
stock trade.
Oh,
that new one,
Robinhood. Yeah, stock trade. Okay. I'm not sure. You might want to go in and check the website. stock trade. I know they give you unlimited trading, $1 in, $1 out. I don't know if they accept Canadians. You might want to actually, go through the application and see.
Yeah. I see. Robinhood doesn't do it. I'm not sure if they do it. I am finding difficult to find what can I do. I want to join in. I want to do some trading.
With, I know there's TD Ameritrade Canada. Have you tried them?
I signed with them. Yes.
Okay, so you're already with them. Okay, so you want a second broker then?
I was thinking they have different kind of system though. Mm-hmm. It's called, the name is something different. Waterhouse, TD Waterhouse.
TD Waterhouse. Okay. Yeah, I would figure in Canada they may go by another name, obviously different market and whatnot. But are you saying that they don't have access to American stocks?
They have, but they're limited. I only came back last week. I think last Thursday I came back. I will go there tomorrow and check with them. Okay. And I just saw you, and I was listening to your videos because you excited me last time, and very kind of you to take my call. And I will go and talk to them tomorrow. I want to join in, man. I want to do something.
Great. No, we're here, and I appreciate you for watching. But yeah, definitely go sit down with the brokerage, get a brokerage account opened up. And again, see what you can do to get some money working for you. I think from what we've been able to see, this bull market isn't stopping now, so I think there's still money to be made.
Yeah, they need $5,000 for swim and whatever that platform.
Oh no, you're not going to need $5,000. Are you saying that Waterhouse is asking for $5,000 to open up?
Yeah. Yes, okay. That's what they were telling me last time.
Here's the thing, all right, because it's always harder, being outside of America. I want you to look into something called SureTrader.
SureTrader, okay.
Yeah, SureTrader, and then I want you to look up another platform called TradeZero. SureTrader, and then another one called TradeZero.
Right.
They have no minimum requirement. I think $500 for SureTrader. I think it's actually $500. But TradeZero, I know has no minimum.
Okay. And if I want to speak to you, Sal, is this the right time or earlier?
Yeah. Well. If you want to talk to me a little more, just email me happypennystocks@gmail.com. I'm more than happy to.
I have.
Yeah. Just go ahead and email me, and we can set something up and have a conversation.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. No, thank you.
God bless you. God bless you. You're a good man. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. All right. Appreciate him for calling me up. Man, $5,000 just to get started, man. If we're talking about something that's going to be overseen by someone, then yeah. But if you're talking about $5,000 just to play with the platform, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. He's just trying to get his foot in the door, and I wouldn't want him to put that much money, to have that much money to possibly blow, being that, he's just getting started. Now, if we're talking about, again, managed assets tonight, that's actually pretty low. 918, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey there, Sal. I was looking at SANP. What are you thinking about that one?
SANP. Hold on, that's not the right one. SANP. Okay, we had. Hold on, is this Arizona Mining Pro?
No, it should be Podworks.
Podworks.
Podworks. They're merging with a canoe and pool, some sort of.
Oh, okay, all right. So they still have, they still have their old. So they're basically still going under their old name then for right now.
Yep.
Okay, all right. So right now, man, I'm looking at the chart here again on an hourly basis, still looking really healthy. You pulled back a little bit. Let's go back to the daily just to kind of see where it's all coming together. All right, the candlestick today. All right, 18%. You had a high of 0082, low of 0014. Volume's still holding up really well, actually. What's been going on here?
Well, there was about a dump. I think it was about yesterday.
Yeah,
there was a pretty big dump. Dumped all the way back down to like 15, 16. Came back about 16. Stayed solid. It's actually started to climb back up a little bit today. They're supposed to be announcing some sort more information as to the merger with Canoe Pool, who's the some big Bitcoin miner in China.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would figure out more information on this Canoe Pool. That dump yesterday does alarm me just because, you had a lot of volume come in and you did get really stretched out there to 0028, and why they would want to, if they were a large holder, why are you wanting to sell now if you are, not, and if especially about the incoming news, why now? Why sell now? So just be a little hesitant. If you are sitting on some gains, I'd probably take that just to have, some gains already claimed. But that candlestick is kind of scary. I'm not going to lie to you. It is kind of scary because it shows some hesitation in those prices. So SANP, be ready tomorrow. Either you're coming down or you're going to have bullish confirmation here. But that is a scary candlestick for the day's action.
That's what I was thinking so too, man. Apparently, they're Canoe Pool does like 7% of overall hash rate for all Bitcoin mining, which is crazy.
Yeah, that means that's a huge facility. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, they demand a giant portion of it. They have one of the second biggest facilities in China, and China's saying they're cutting out Bitcoin. So they teamed up.
Yeah, so that's a huge and that hasn't been cleared up, right? I mean, are the Chinese have they said anything on it, or they're still pending a decision there?
I have not seen it yet, but that's the glory about this PodWorks company they're teaming up with is the pods are going to be mobile Bitcoin basic facilities. So they just pack them with servers and they send them wherever the hell they want them to go.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, if that's the case, then we want to get at least some clarification on where they could be going before an announcement is made. That'd be nice for your...
I think they're saying United States is where they're going to try it. Try it right now is with the last news that I saw. They're supposed to be finishing their financials this week and more on the merger this week. So, I mean, it's only going up, I would assume, but the massive sell-off the other day, I mean, I just think that was lots of flippers taking early profit, buy the hype, sell the news.
Right. Well, we hope so. We'll hope so. But tomorrow is going to be really indicative of what, where the stock wants to go because that candlestick is showing hesitation here.
Yep. Yeah. Well, thank you, man.
Appreciate it, bro. Thanks a lot, man.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to that caller. I thought it was Arizona Poker Pro, not necessarily the name of the company, Arizona Poker Pro, because I think that's a woman, though. I think Arizona Poker Pro is a woman, so I don't think it was him. But she brought this stock up yesterday. And I said it didn't look really nice. And today, at least it got back to winning again. Now at up 18% with today's move. So tomorrow's going to be really, really careful. NETE. Damn, man. Down 16% today. What was the cause of that news? Down 16% on what? I don't see any news that caused that pullback like that. Down to 447. You were looking at $10 a share just 3 weeks ago. Now, you lost $6 worth of value. $6 worth of value in about 3 weeks, man. I'm getting out of here. This is very, very bearish, bro. If you're asking me what to do with it, I mean, if you're sitting on an L, I'm getting the hell up out of there. Obviously, if you're looking to get in, I'm waiting for a candlestick that looks like this is an opportunity, right? So you're going to be looking for a doji. You're going to be looking for maybe a gravestone doji, something like that. Even a spinning top, maybe. But this is, you're seeing very, very, very bearish candlesticks here. I mean, this is that right there. I mean, this is your bearish engulfing signal right here as it completely swamps the previous day's body. That lets you know this is coming down. Yeah, that's ugly. That's ugly. Oh boy, Pete, you say that's a pump and dump? NETE is a pump and dump? Didn't know that. All right, didn't know that. All right, so let's talk about what's hot right now after hours. Anybody got a ticker that's hot after hours? I think we looked at Bad Scientist play for tomorrow. Other than that, we pulled up quite a few tickers. Where we are right now in the commodities. Gold up $7 right now. What else? Oil pulling back slightly. Oil pulled back 30 cents right now. Still at 51. Futures are negative. All right. But as you can see, we've had days where the futures open down and the market open up. So, what used to be, hey, the futures are red. That means the market's red. It's not holding anymore. That's not holding anymore. All right. So, again, let's look at the few last candlesticks before we get out of here. ITUS, ITUS. We talked about ITUS yesterday. It said, hey, watch the squeeze. Sure enough, ITUS back on the leaderboard, up 12% today. ITUS. RXII. I'm feeling kind of bad because I'm looking at all these moves, but I got so much cash locked up into MGTI. That piece of shit. RXII. RXII. Let's look at it. Yeah, RXII. I'm not interested in it until 72 cents. You said we said 72 cents was just give me the breakout and let me ride it until I get a red candle, and we're not even close. We're not even close. So RXII, that's where it's at. BIOA. Okay, BIOA finally. BIOA. I got my alert set at 60 cents. We're up 4%. Oversold stock, right? It was an oversold stock anyway. Oversold back at 34, 35 cents. Wow, what a return here. This is September 8th. From September 8th at 34, now you're at 55, so you're up at least, what is that, 37, 38%, maybe 40? Wow. Beautiful return. And that's just 30 days. Just 30 days. Not bad. BIOA. Looking good. EGRN. RW Perry. OTC play. Only 700 shares traded, bro. Yeah, that's not looking real good, my man. Want to go find something with a lot of volume. Volume is your friend, my man. WPCS. NASDAQ. Telecommunications play. All right. Literally from nothing to something. Look at that. You came from $1.40 to $2.58. Again, you hit the 330s. What happened? You hit the 330s. Let's see the 10-minute. What happened? What happened today in that? Can we get the 10-minute? Okay, here's the 10-minute with today's action. Here's the morning. All right, so yeah, you started off really good and then just couldn't hold. Couldn't hold it. So, yeah, so again, for tomorrow, that Bad Scientist play, ARDX, Jason, I see you typed that in. CLSN, Hosea, I see you put that in there as well. BW, I do see Jeff there talking about BW. That was one of my favorite stocks for quite a while. BW still winning really well. You got to be patient with these, man. I wish I held even longer. You guys remember when it got to oversold levels, all we wanted was 292, and we got there. But boy, look at what a couple weeks of patience can do. Now at $3.95, up $1 a share higher than where we sold out at. I said possibly it could be looking for the 520s, and now BW could very well do that in the next 30, 35 days, within the next 30 days. Those 530s look very possible, and now you're looking at covering the gap, right? We just talked about that a few moments ago about how you're either going to cover it in the immediate future or in the distant future, but that gap's got to get covered. Not bad. BW. All right. Kyle Patterson. IHSI. Yeah, that definitely is a lotto play, bro. I mean, 0001. But hey, look, if you got $100 to blow, bro, why not? Sit it in there and see what happens. That's how it works. That's how it works. Appreciate it to my new pledges. I'm getting the alerts here. Victor Pezo. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Pledge $5 a month. Appreciate you, sir. Bat Scientist, $20 a month, man. Bats, you're the man, bro. Appreciate it. Ronald Anderson as well. Appreciate you. And Bullard, $5. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, ma'am. All right. So, shout out to the people sending cash. Brandon Jimerson sent me $10. I want you to be a Patreon, because the PayPal, they want to take their little damn cut and shit. They want to take their little cut and stuff. But I appreciate the donation from all of you guys to helping me grow this and get bigger on this platform. IHS, Intelligent Highway Solutions, he called it a lottery pick for him at 0001. And who knows? We've seen these stocks, again, turn into conversation pieces here on the show. You pull it up at 0001, looks like shit. And 6 months later, the guy's sitting on $500 worth of profit because he's at 0005. You know what I mean? That's just how it works sometimes. Yes, indeed. Appreciate it. Thank you, Victor. Yes, indeed, man. All right. So before I wrap up, I'm thinking, is there a ticker that I wanted to talk about? Besides the fact that I know some of you guys were on top of Equifax. Equifax sold off today. Did you guys take your option, close your options there? You guys, if you remember, we were all over Equifax. But the options, 100 strike, the 100 strike price. This was, we had a very bearish candlestick in Equifax, where you had some British the British ministers, or some ministers in Britain, who are now demanding more legal action against Equifax and their businesses out there. So not very good news for Equifax. This could, as you can see there, it's a very bearish candlestick as it engulfs the previous two bodies. So very, very bearish. And you also break through, the day before's low. So not a very good candlestick. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in a little bit better? So not a very good candlestick for EFX. This is coming down, folks. This is coming down based on that. All right, based on that alone. We'll see. We'll get confirmation on that. I'll be ending the week here with you guys tomorrow. Be ending the week with you guys here tomorrow. See where our stocks are, your favorite stocks are. Obviously, let me go ahead and ring the bell to end the night. And again, I know we got a little bit of drama going on. We got some people who are all about this and all that. He's changing and blah, blah. No, we're just getting things better. We're getting the people out of here who, aren't going to get us to the next level. And we're getting back to just going hard as hell, doing what I set out to do, is just to figure out a way to get rich by trading stocks, So I had to do that. I had to get, some of the people out of here who weren't just going to bring the energy and that kind of positivity that we need. I don't want to think about things that I can't control and just wake up upset and angry and following. I don't need that kind of energy, man. I don't live like my life like that. And, if it is what it is, I got to get you going. I got to get you out of here. So I had someone blocked me from that Stock Trap Discord, but I got my own Discord, so I don't give a damn. I wasn't even in there like that. But shout out to my man Connor. Connor, he's in mine. That's really the only reason I was in there, because I thought it was Connor's, but it wasn't. So we got those people up out of there, and it is what it is, because I know I'm going to be 10 times bigger than them. So it is what it is. All right. I appreciate all you guys who are sticking with me, who understand what I'm doing here, who understand. Again, we're playing the long-term view, right? We're playing 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, right? Because we understand what this kind of effort and this kind of dedication to a craft like this can do to your life. And even if you don't become a multi-millionaire, which I won't allow myself not to be, but even if you don't, life in America is really, really good at $200,000 a year. Life in America is really, really good at $500,000 a year. You can do a lot for your family if you make, $500,000 a year, trading stocks. There are a lot of guys who aren't millionaire traders, but are feeding their families really, really well, right? They're reading really, really well. But you're not going to see them on the cover of Forbes. You're not going to see them on an episode of, balling on CNBC or anything like that. But they're happy. If they need medical care, they get the best that's available. Somebody in their family needs a bill paid, they can do it. And when somebody, needs something, they don't say, well, I'll pray for you. They get their checkbook out and they make it happen. They make it happen. And that's where we all want to be. That's where we all want to be. And in order to get there, you gotta be focused, you gotta be dedicated, and you can't allow yourself to, get short-sighted with what's going on right now. Whatever it is in the world today, all these people out here that everybody's bitching about, they're gonna come and go. They're gonna come and go. They're gonna be here, and then one day we're gonna be watching on CNBC. Oh, so and so passed away. Oh, I remember him. You know what I mean? Also, I'm not going to get myself stressed out. Oh my God, somebody got shot. Oh my God, they don't treat us bad. They treat us so badly. I'm just not. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. I don't have that kind of energy to waste. I have, I love energy, and I put my energy in this. Because I know this pays dividends. Because I've seen it pay dividends. I've seen guys come into my chat room, give me a ticker, and I've gone the next day and made money off of it. There's real results here. A lot of guys putting out a lot of shit on YouTube. A lot of shit. Stupid shit. Talking about history that doesn't matter anymore. Talking about things that it doesn't matter, man. Show me something that's going to put some food on my table, that's going to put me on a plane first class somewhere, that's going to put me on a beach somewhere. That's what I'm talking about. If you ain't talking about that, I don't give a damn. My parents are turning. My dad's about to be in his 60s. There are real issues there, right? There are things that, as having an aging parent, there are issues there. I want to be able to take care of that situation. I can't be bogged down worrying about, some because somebody got shot here, or we need to talk about oppression there. Or I don't got that kind of energy. I don't got it. I don't got it, man. I don't got it. But I appreciate you, Raybo. I appreciate you, man. But like I said, I'm 30 years old now, and I'm looking at what life is going to be like. I'm asking myself real questions now. You know what I mean? Some of you guys who are older than me, you know what I'm going through. I'm like shit. Fuck, 10 years, I'm only 40 years old, man. I better have something to show for this shit. A kid's going to be looking at me and saying, what were you doing with your life? What were you doing? You better have something to show for this life. I'm not trying to be the guy who's got excuses or, blaming the man. Oh man, this man held me down. Okay, for 55 years he held you down. Really? Really? Don't get me wrong. I believe in, that there's some real fucked up shit out there, but goddamn, man. When I can see people from India, from China, from Mexico, they come here, they start a little business, you know what I'm saying? They grab a lawnmower, they go rent a storefront, and these guys come here with $5,000, $10,000, and all of a sudden 2 years later, they're making $250,000, $100,000, $150,000 a year, living better than people who've been here the whole goddamn life, still, asking for a damn handout. Come on, man. I don't have any excuses, bro. I can't. Sorry, man. I just, and I went back and I looked at some of my episodes, man. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed of myself, man. I'm embarrassed that I even got to that level. It didn't even make sense what the fuck I was talking about. I'm talking about making money in the stock market, and then for 4 days a week, and then on Friday, mentally I'm thinking I'm teaching, but at the same time, I'm giving people, justifying their, what's the word for it? Justifying their feeling of being victimized, man. And I'm not a victim. I've never carried myself like somebody who was a victim. My parents came to this country, if those of you guys who don't know, from Africa, came here undocumented, went to college. They said, hey, you're going to have to pay an out of international student costs. Tried to make it happen for a semester. Too expensive. I said, okay, how can I be a U.S. citizen? They said, well, you need to go serve this country. I went to go serve the country. 4 years, U.S. Navy. Got the right to go to school. Paid for the federal government because I did my time. Became a U.S. citizen. Came back. Did college. I did my shit, man. I did my shit, and I'm not going to allow my platform to be used by to blame people for anything, man. I don't have that kind of energy, bro. I did my thing. So again, appreciate you guys. We're going to be laser focused when I get back to that other channel, the American Investor Show. Let me go ahead and ring the bell. Appreciate you guys. Great show as always. We'll be back tomorrow with the energy. Yeah, with the energy. Great show. Andrew Gladness, Victor, Joe Silva. Appreciate you guys as always, man. I always appreciate you guys in the chat room. Who else in here? All the donations. Michael B, Osiah, Mitch, appreciate it, man. DPG, Bad Scientist, all my callers, Anthony, Ken. I should have got your name. The guy who called about the canal stock. Relative 9696. Yeah. Get rid of that energy, relative. Getting rid of that energy, man. Getting rid of it. Terry Cherry, appreciate you, man. Kenny Dutton, thank you, man. Yes, indeed, man. We got to go out and get it here, man. Ain't no handouts in this market, man. This market will take it away from you if you're not focused, bro. You come in with the biggest smile on your face and you walk out with a damn frown because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Seen it too many times, bro. Yeah. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great show. Same time, same place. End the week tomorrow with you. Happy trading, everybody. Join me in the Discord room. Again, I know you guys have your other chat rooms. But join my Discord room. Just check in on us once in a while. Give us that good game here and there. You ain't got to be in there 24/7. Give us that good game when you can. I know I got some traders in here who got 20 years experience, 10 years experience. You guys know what you're doing. Give me that good game. Yeah. Oh no, that's the other. Hold on, that's not what I need. Patreon. Again, join me and help me grow this. 6.5 cents an hour is what it costs for you to watch me. By donating just $5 a month at 6.5 cents an hour. I think you guys think it's worth 6.5 cents, right? Is this show worth 6.5 cents? I think it's worth 6.5 cents to watch this show. I put out 32 hours worth of content a month. Like I said, guys, I'm playing the long ball. I know what, 5 years down the road, what 1,000 episodes can do for this platform. They won't be able to tell us shit after that. I'm telling you, there's going to be a moment. You're going to come on this show, and whatever's discussed on this show is going to move the market. Like, I'm talking NASDAQ plays. We're going to get to that point. We're going to get to that point. You're going to come on this show, and we're going to have CEOs, we're going to have COOs. They're going to be breaking news on this show. We're going to get there. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching me. See you tomorrow.